Before you run ads, you need to become a professional spy. Did you know you can spy on your competitors' ads and reverse engineer what's already working? This is the exact same process that I went through to help a client generate over $130,000 per month. And obviously these results aren't typical. I got to say that just because they did it doesn't mean you will too. But it does kind of highlight a point that the fastest way to 20, 30, or 50K per month isn't by reinventing the wheel. It's by learning how to drive. Well,
be going 65 down the wrong way of a one-way street.
You get what I mean. My name is Dr. Emeka, or Dr. Blade. I'm a health coach, a physician, and now I build marketing systems to help healthcare entrepreneurs scale their impact and grow their revenue. But enough about me, let's get to the training. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how you can steal winning ad strategies from your competitors, reverse engineer their funnels, and stop guessing. This is how you go from burning cash to printing it, because the reality is most people lose thousands of dollars on ads, not because their copy sucks, not because their targeting is off, granted that does play a role, but because they skipped this one 30-minute step. And I've done it myself. I've lost over $1,000 in 24 hours, nearly missed my rent. Why? Because I didn't do the homework. So before you run ads, you need to become a professional spy. So let's dive in. If you skip this step, what's going to end up happening for most people is you're going to end up digging yourself into a hole that you can't dig yourself out of. And I see so many entrepreneurs and business owners that say, I don't want to spend money on ads, right? Your ads should be an investment to grow your business. And if you're not able to tap into this and you have a competitor there is no way on this planet Earth or on a different planet that you're going to be able to keep up. Okay. So you have to master this if you want to grow and scale. For most people, we've gotten this dialed in for a lot of different practices. This is the exact method that I use with all of the clients that we work with. After looking at thousands of Facebook ads, generating thousands of leads and booked appointments, and helping clinics even scale up to over $100,000 per month without turning their ad accounts into a financial crime scene, because it can get bad. And I look at like the historical data a lot of the clients I work with, and it's bad. People have like lead costs of like $500, $1,000. I'm like, what are you doing? And then when they work with us, we get the lead costs to less than 20 or 30 bucks. And then they're in the sweet spot to be profitable, right? So the stuff that I'm teaching you is actually something that you can apply that will help you get good results. So here's kind of the steps to becoming a professional marketer. Step one, you don't know what you're doing. Your campaign's unoptimized. You decided you wanted to boost the post on Instagram because you think that's going to get you more leads, but you're just getting a couple likes. Then you decide, hey, I'm going to analyze my competitors, the people that are actually running things successfully, and I'm going to take some stuff from them. And then you're going to swipe that information, and then you're going to come up with a plan to launch your own, and then you're going to launch them, and then you're just going to track what is going on, turn up the winners, turn off the losers. It's a very simple process. So the SPY method, let me break down this exact system. So the first part is study. You want to analyze your competitors' ads to understand the strategies. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. There's a free tool to do that. Then you're going to look for patterns. What are they doing? What is the reoccurring theme out there? What is something that you can model? And then 3 is yoink or yank, which just means to ethically adapt and take something from them and make it your own. So when it comes to the study section, most marketers only type their competitor's brand name into Facebook ad library, and that's a big mistake. What you want to do is you want to go to this ad library tool, which I'll actually pull up here. And you can type in a keyword for your competitors. So instead of just saying a name, for instance, say you do stem cell for the knees or something. You could type in stem cell therapy, and then you'll start to see different ads pop up that talk about stem cells. Now, look, stem cells for bone and joint health. Find out if you qualify. Okay, let's look for another one for spine injuries. You can tell this is all the same type of advertiser, right? So you can type in any keyword, you can type in your competitors, and you can just look through this library and see what ads are they running. And then you can try to model them for yourselves. Because if someone's running an ad for at least 60 days, odds are it's profitable, right? So some of these ads just got started June 7th. So you can scroll down and see which ads have been running. You can look at when it started. So we could bring this back to 2024. All right. And then you want to actually bring the front filter to maybe 2 months ago. All right, so now you know all these ads have probably been running for a bit. So you can just kind of come through the libraries, study them, see what stands out to you. Why risk hair transplant surgery? So this is probably stem cells for hair. Knee pain, breakthrough relief. Okay, so if you're someone that's working in that space, look, you have a couple of different things that you can model. So that is the number one thing that you need to learn how to do. It's not that hard, right? That's the biggest. You can stop the video now, right? That was really all you need to do. All right, so go in there, research what is the item you're trying to promote. Go into the ad library and check it out. All right. The second thing is you want to look for different patterns. So once you start to see one pattern, you're going to start to see other ones. So typically with most clinic style ads that are doing well, they start with a relatable symptom. So if you come back here, notice it said facing surgery, find out if you're a candidate for stem cell relief. People struggling with chronic pain usually get told they only have three options: live on pain meds and manage it, get endless injections that stop working, or go under the knife and hope surgery works. So you see that as a pattern. And then you see knee pain, breakthrough treatment, knee osteoarthritic pain. So it's all about the pain. It starts off with the issue. Okay, so that's the first thing. And then they move into a clear and reassuring explanation of the treatment, building trust and credibility. So they all told you this is a non-surgical opportunity. And then oftentimes, if you really want to bump it up a notch, they can sometimes close with limited time consultations, or maybe like a booking incentive, like a free consultation, something like that. Or you can do like only 7 new patient slots this week, even though people probably won't believe you if you say that. All right. So it's not random. People that do this well, they have a problem. They have credibility and scarcity. And that's the formula you want to kind of build into any of your ads if you want to be successful. All right, so step 3 is yoink. So this is where people mostly mess up. They hoard ads like it's a digital junk mail. They start collecting all this stuff, but they never actually put it into practice. So what you want to do is create a document, your own little swipe file where you can organize all these different style of ads, so that way you have something to use. As an example, inside of my community, if you come down here, we have a lot of different ads that we've compiled for different offers. So now whenever I need some inspiration, I just come in here, and my clients can do this as well. So if you're not in the community, you might want to join the community because I've done a lot of the research for you. All right. So create your huge swipe file that's going to give you some great inspiration. So that's pretty much the gist of it, but you want to avoid these rookie mistakes. Do not copy something word for word. All right. I understand I said become a spy and ethically steal from people, but make it your own. Reword it. It shouldn't just be a copy paste type of thing. All right. And another thing is, don't just get caught up only studying your direct competitors, because a lot of times people in similar spaces kind of just do all the same thing, and then everything just kind of blends in. So look at other different demographics that are maybe tangential to yours that maybe give you a little bit of inspiration. So if you're in one niche, like say PRP and stem cells, why don't you look in like the med spa niche? Why don't you look in like the plastic surgery niche? See how they craft their ads. Maybe even look in a completely non-medical niche. And that might give you some extra inspiration that might help you stand out from other people. And then another thing that a lot of people do that I don't want you to do is collecting without executing. There's no point in getting all this data and all this information if you're not going to actually put it into practice. So actually put it into practice. So here's your 24-hour challenge. What I want you to do is search 3 keywords in the Facebook ad library. Then I want you to find 5 ads that have been running for over 60 days. And then step 3, I want you to save them to a swipe board or a document and write down why each one works, why they struck out to you. That is the first task for today. And then after that, you can start building your own stuff, but just go through this research process first. Don't skip this. Take the 30 minutes, take the hour, take the day if you have to actually do that research, and you should be good to go. And like I said, if you want access to my swipe file of different niches, as you can see here, we have a lot of different niches in the medical space inside my ad vault, then you can click the link down below. Or if you're already in my community, you can gain access to it there. All right, now go out there and start being a spy. So now you know how to spy on your competitors, you know how to do some research. Great, but that's not enough. You need to understand the psychological triggers that get people to make buying decisions. And that comes down to psychology and the buyer's journey. And that's exactly what I'm going to go over in the next video. So check it out so you understand how to turn those clicks into booked appointments onto your calendar.